Hey guys, we're about to do some soft washing on this roof up here. The client's complaining that there's some moss up there, stuff like that. And so we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how we do that in this video. I'm Matt, I'm with PureFlow Home Solutions. We help people with their home maintenance as a service, and in our YouTube videos, we show you guys ways that we kind of tackle these bigger problems easily, so that maybe you can do it yourself, or maybe you just like learning like we do. Like I said, today we're treating some moss. We're out here in Gresham, Oregon. You can't really see a lot from down here. This is just a nice 2-story home out here. But yeah, we'll go ahead and show you guys what's going on here. So Hayden's up there. He's cleaning out the gutters up there. You can see. We only hand scoop them when there's a lot of stuff in there. Some people go through and they'll blow it all out with a leaf blower. We don't really like doing that because it leaves a big mess to clean up. And a lot of times, you know, if you're out in like somewhere with grass, it's kind of hard to get all the debris out for the client when you go to clean it up. And so we only do that in really specific scenarios where maybe someone lives on a rural piece of property and, you know, they're surrounded by pine trees and there's pine needles all over the ground anyways, and they don't care. And so we'll just blow it out, and you know, maybe any piles that accrue, we kind of blow out with the rest of the needles, so there's not a pile of them sticking up. But for the most part, if there's a large amount of debris in your gutters, we're not going to blow them out. We're gonna scoop them out by hand and just make sure that we're not making a mess for you. All right, so here we're spraying the moss with the sodium hypochlorite and surfactant solution. As you can see, you know, it's just easily going ahead and changing the color on there almost as soon as it makes contact with it. We saturate it all the way, the moss. This way we know for sure it's dead. You know, we never brush. We never use pressured water to remove the moss. This is going to cause damage to your roof. We'll talk about that more here in a second. All right, so you see there that, you know, it's fairly straightforward. We're basically just spraying household bleach, sodium hypochlorite, and we use a little bit of surfactant. It picks up dirts and oils. That way the roof gets clean. You can see before we even finished the video, before we even finished spraying, the moss that we originally had started on had already changed colors before we left. And so people ask us all the time, was the moss going to fall out without pushing it out? And so what we do when we do this, the bleach removes the chlorophyll from the moss and destroys what's called the waxy cuticle. Now, the waxy cuticle, that's basically just a membrane that protects the plant, stores water inside the plant. And so once that's removed, the plant can't store water anymore. It dries out. And so on the other side of that, we all know that green chlorophyll is used for photosynthesis for plants, and that's how they gain their nutrients. And so when it changes colors, that's an indicator for us, but it's also what's actually happening there is that the moss is losing its ability to store chlorophyll and produce nutrients for itself, so obviously it can't survive. When it changes colors, that's basically the moss drawing in the last bit of nutrients to try to produce chlorophyll that it can. And when it's unsuccessful, it puts out that yellow color. It's the same as the leaves in the fall time, right before they fall, that kind of thing. And so the amount of time it takes to fall out, that's going to vary. You know, obviously more severe cases are going to take longer to fall out than, you know, really light moss. But the important thing, and the reason why we do it this way, is because it's safer for your roof. You know, when you have a roof shingle, you know, a roof shingle is a bat. It's basically a plastic urethane bat, which is essentially just a urethane plastic pad. That's the shingle. What's above it is called the granules, and those are the rocky kind of texture that you see on shingles. Once those granules are removed, that bat is exposed to UV radiation from the sun, which will destroy it. That's going to cause your shingles to fail. That's going to cause you to have to replace your roof prematurely due to leaks and stuff like that. And so when you brush roofs, or when you use pressure to remove moss from roofs, whether it's water or, leaf blowers, even walking on roofs is enough agitation to loosen some granules. And so you want to limit as much granule loss as you can on your roof to keep it in the best shape possible. Now, is brushing your roof one time going to destroy it? Probably not. But you got to maintain your roof for 20 or 30 years, to get the most life out of it. And if you're constantly using methods that cause damage to your roof, chances are you're going to shorten the lifespan of your roof significantly. And so for us as service providers, we have to always try to do what's best in the best interest of our client. We don't engage in practices that could potentially harm our client's property. And there's good reason on our side too, is that, as a business owner, we don't want to come out to your roof and destroy it. We're trying to help you. We're not trying to destroy your roof so you buy a new one, and so, we also don't want to replace your roof, right? Like we don't want to damage your roof and have to make repairs on it or anything like that because it's expensive. And ultimately, what kind of company would we be if we say, hey, we're here to clean off your roof, but it may damage it. The other side of that, we know that there's a lot of companies that will go ahead and brush your roof off and stuff like that. And people ask us why we don't. A lot of times people don't understand, even when they run a company, that their insurance policy, won't allow them to do that and be covered. And so what that means is if someone brushes your roof, they're engaging in a business practice that could harm your roof. The insurance company isn't going to say, hey, we'll cover that damage. The insurance company would say, hey, you shouldn't do things that destroy people's roofs. And so then you're relying on the contractor to come out of pocket to repair it and do the right thing, essentially, or you would have to take action against them, in a lawsuit or similar, which we all know is a headache. And that's even depending on the fact that the person who owns that company or the employee that did that work will even let you know that there was damage to your roof. Because if they don't let you know, maybe they're off the hook, but then your roof is up there with a leak or something, destroying your roof, potentially leading to even further damage inside your home. And so for those reasons, we don't brush it. We'll let it fall out naturally. We'll come back as many times as we need and reapply or, whatever we need to do to make sure that the treatment's working, it's falling out. But we're going to be very patient with it. You can see, some spots on this roof that we did today, you can see black streaks in it where the urethane coating is showing, and that's going to cause premature failure. And so, we just want to let people know how we're doing it. This is it. We got our gutter debris. We got our roof wash done. We're packing up. We're heading out of here. Again, this is Matt, Pure Flow Home Solutions. We'll see you on the next one.